So at first glance, getting augments unlocked inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies can look pretty confusing. I know at first when I first seen the augment section, I was wondering what the heck do I do to do this. So today we're going to go inside game, we're going to cover a strategy to do this, we're going to talk about it a little bit and kind of just showcase what I am doing to make sure all of my augments are being leveled up extremely fast at the fastest rate they can be. Currently though, we do have Juggernog all the way max, we also have Stamina up all the way max, as well with Speed Cola. Right now we are just getting started on Deadshot Daiquiri, which we're going to do this strat for a little bit, and then we will come back and see how much XP we earned just for doing this strategy. Now once I do have all these done, obviously I will make a video about it, but enough said, let's get right on into the game. Alright, so the goal for this game is going to be to get to round 30 as fast as possible. Now, doing this strategy, you might find yourself dying, and I did at first too, but you are going to be able to get used to this thing very, very quickly. So just starting in Liberty Falls, you can use whatever gun you want. I am using the shotgun so we can unlock the camos for it. So with the Rampage Inducer being active inside of your games, it's going to be very easy to fly from round 1 all the way to round 30. Now, at around round 35, the XP earned per round starts to decline rather rapidly. So it's kind of best that on that round you do decide to go exfil and just get out of the game, which you're going to learn a lot more XP for doing so. So it's pretty much a simple strategy to do. Getting to round 30 or 35, whatever you kind of want to do, doesn't normally take too long. I'd say for me it can take about 25 to maybe 30 minutes if I'm taking a slow time, but usually I try and stay into spawn till about round 7-ish, and then I will slowly progress further into the game, which will allow me to be just a whole heck of a lot quicker with doing it. I try not to turn the Rampage Inducer off no matter how hard or challenging it gets, just because for the augment strategy you really want to be moving at a fast rate, because you got to compare your time with the XP you are earning, and unfortunately there's no progress bar that updates live like in Black Ops 3 to where you can kind of know if you're earning enough XP. But after unlocking a ton of augments and researching them and doing a ton of that stuff, it is pretty much known that Liberty Falls is going to be the best for XP, which in return is the best for augments. Now, strategies can be a little bit different. You can kind of pick which one's easier for you, but in this game we are going to be doing the rooftop strategy just to hurry up and get to round 30, which I kind of feel is the easiest one, or somewhat of the easiest one, I would say. Now, I know to a lot of you guys this could kind of seem like common sense, but whenever you're doing runs, make sure you have the augment you want to research equipped. There has been so many times where people have asked me how come their augments aren't continuing to progress, and in the end of it, they never ever even equipped them. So make sure you do that whenever you're in your game. Now, another misconception a lot of people think is you need to have a certain item active to be able to research the augment, which is not true. Whenever you have the augment equipped in the main menu, whatever XP you earn in game is going to go directly towards that augment. So you can kind of just do literally whatever the heck you want to do. It really doesn't matter whatsoever. But yeah, I mean, I guess you guys can kind of take that little bit of advice. We need to try and go over here and pack-a-punch. We want to try and get pack as soon as possible, which is just going to make our lives a little bit easier. Killing these zombies, getting the critical kills we need for the camos, and then also getting XP and leveling up. Definitely going to be hitting Prestige 2 today as well, which is going to be a ton of fun. I'm trying to get to Master as soon as possible. The only reason it has been taking me so long is just because I haven't had double XP tokens, so I have just strictly been grinding so much just to kind of make up for what we don't have. But it isn't really that big of a deal. It's relatively easy to level up if you're just playing a lot, which I know a lot of you guys can't play a lot, so it's a lot slower, but for me, I tend to play a lot during the day, so it makes it a little bit easier to do it. I think yesterday we hit Prestige 1, and then we were level 4, and then yesterday we got all the way to 37, and then today so far we are 43, and I just started playing almost an hour ago, so we are definitely moving relatively quickly. The XP strategies in this game can be so easily taken advantage of to the point where you're leveling up insanely quick. But now what we're going to do is we're going to save up enough essence to open up that door right over there. We can just kind of kill some of these zombies. Now, again, with the Rampage Inducer being active, your game is going to be heck of a lot more challenging. The zombies are going to be way more aggressive. It's just going to be harder. But one thing about it is it does make the game go a lot quicker. Now, you don't need the Rampage Inducer on, but I think for the most efficiency of this strategy, you're definitely going to want to have it on for the entire game. And you can pick whenever you do want to exfil. You can exfil at round 11, you can exfil in the 20s, or you can go all the way to 30s and exfil. It really doesn't matter what you do, as long as you are grinding with the Rampage Inducer on. Usually for this rooftop strategy, till about round 20, I just kind of sit on this left side and just get kills. It's definitely pretty easy to get these kills and stack up salvage, and then eventually obviously we'll go buy our perks and all that good stuff. But it's definitely pretty easy to fly through these beginning rounds with the Rampage Inducer being on. One thing I do want to say about the Rampage Inducer is the moment the round changes, zombies are spawning. So be very, very, very careful in whatever you are doing. If you have it equipped, make sure you're careful. If not, you will maybe go down. And that's one of the worst things to go on in this game, because salvage is pretty easy to get, but in the beginning of the game, it's super rare. And if you go down and then you gotta spend 1,500 for a self-revive, that can really hurt your game. So just try your best to be super careful, paying attention to the game around you, and just kind of making light work of the rounds. Again, remember that you don't need to have the item, like say if you're researching a perk, you don't need to have the actual perk on in order to gain it. You just have to have it equipped in the main menu. Okay, we just finished round 10. Right here is the vermin. Okay, that's the end of the round. We can upgrade this to rare. So there we go. And then an exfil is available. I'm just going to drop down here and grab Juggernog, so we don't go down. And then we can head back up to the rooftop area, in which we are going to do the long stretch to round whatever we want to do. I'm not exactly sure what round we're going to exfil on. I don't want to make this video too long because I want you guys to be able to watch it, get, you know, the facts and get everything you need to know how to get these augments leveled up extremely quickly and get directly back in game. So I don't want to waste most of your guys' time watching this video. So we should be able to get this done pretty quick. I'm not exactly sure, again, what round we're going to exfil on. Maybe in the 20s or something like that. But yeah, you can go all the way to round 35. Just know after 35, XP starts to kind of decline at a very quick rate. You're not going to be earning as much as, say, you would with, you know, being on round 15, right? It's pretty easy to get through round 30s and stuff like that, but it isn't truthfully worth it. Alright, so we just are now on round 18, and this is going to be kind of the longer part of the video because I do want to showcase you guys what to do whenever you're up here kind of on these rounds heading into the 20s, or this is kind of what you want to do even when you're heading into the 30s. Right now we have our Garnet Blue Rarity Pack 2 just from getting all the essence and salvage from this. I'm also running a suppressed weapon. If you guys didn't know, inside of zombies, if you do run a suppressed weapon, it's going to increase your chances of getting salvage to be dropped, which is so helpful. You can get your gun legendary a lot quicker than without one. It definitely is very much noticeable in the game. Even if you just get like an extra 200 salvage around, that does end up being a lot at the end of the day. So I definitely do recommend running a suppressor on your guns if you guys want to. Now typically you don't have to, but if you do want that little bit of extra help, that does matter in the whole scheme of things. So as you guys can see, these rounds start out very quickly and these zombies are instantly spawning in. This area, again, can be a little challenging, so you just kind of want to train around the entire area. Right now, we only have Jug and Speed Cola, which I have done this strategy so much recently that, to me, that's all I really need. Obviously, you can take your essence and you can go buy more perks, or you can go Pack-a-Punch. It doesn't really matter. Whatever you want to do, you can do. But the goal is to get critical kills and to end the round ASAP. That is what we really want to do here. Try and shoot this abomination. He is being a massive pain in the rear. Come on, old buddy. There we go. Okay, next round is starting. We're just going to play now until an exfil does pop up. I'm not exactly sure what round one does that. There was some lag. Just kind of keep chilling right here. Retching, leave me alone. We need to throw on a plate. There we go. We can just jump over those zombies and then go over here. Kind of do an opposite train this side. Headshot, headshot, headshot. Okay, we can reload. And there's round 20. Just grab this nuke. Alright, extraction's ready. Let's actually, before we do go extract, I'm just going to go triple pack this. Now, the Rampage Inducer is still on. We do want to disable that for the extraction, alright? Because it can be pretty crazy. So I do recommend just going over whenever you plan on extracting. Of course, this could be in the early 30s, or it could be later on. You can go past 35, you're just not going to earn as much. And I know sometimes it seems like a waste of time to leave that game and then just restart a new one. But in the whole grand scheme of XP, it's kind of what you're going to want to do if you want to earn it at a consistent fast rate. That is pretty much that. I wish it kind of wasn't that way, but then once you get to high round, you start killing a lot more zombies, you would be able to prestige very, very quickly, and obviously that would just be too easy. Call of Duty is not known for easy, except for Cold War. Black Ops 6 is so much more difficult than Cold War. We need to kind of clear this area a little bit. Also for this, if you can get like a chopper gunner, a mutant injection for this exfil, it's definitely going to be the best way. Because exfils, let's be real, aren't that easy in this game. It can be pretty dang annoying when you die at an exfil, and it's actually pretty easy to die at an exfil. Like, it's not easy to die at one at all. I have died countless of times. I am not afraid to admit it. I don't know what is going on with the game. Okay. We can head to this. Where is it? All the way up there. So we can just do a big U-turn all the way over here. And then once we're up there, we can activate our mutant injection. Ooh, bob and weave. We can just go through the bank. I don't have this door open, unfortunately. Wait, you can open it from down here? Dang, I never knew that. That's awesome. Okay, we got 44 zombies to do. Let's just hit this real quick, so we can just take down the sub-bomb. He is the most annoying one of this exfil. So we can just spam our melee button and just take him down real quick. And then obviously we'll be able to kill the zombies, whether we want to use it with our regular gun or we just want to finish it with mutant injection. Exfilling gives you a lot of XP, which is why you want to do it. You really don't want to just leave the match. If you can, you do want to exfil. If you die, it's just gonna give you a little bit less XP, obviously, because you didn't exfil, but realistically it doesn't really matter. So let's go ahead and exit mutant injection, and we can go ahead and get out of here. Now let's go ahead and see how much XP we earned and how much progression we did on our augments. So without further ado, I will see you guys whenever we get back to the main menu. Through that game, we hit level 44 and level 45, so now we can go over to our augments. We can go to our research augments and down to Deadshot, and that is how far we got within about 25 minutes. It does not take long at all. This is probably the best strategy to do whenever you're trying to progress your augments, and the one thing about this as well is it's very good for XP. Obviously, we just ranked up twice in the 40s, and it is very good to grind your camos. Like, it's all around a good strat for the entirety of Black Ops 6 Zombies. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, do not forget to leave a like and subscribe down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I am out. Have a good one. Peace.